Why folding clothes for 8 hours straight is pure torture ever. Wonder why retail workers have that 1,000-yard stare? Today, we're diving into what might be the most soul-crushing task in retail, folding clothes for entire shifts. And if you've never worked retail, buckle up. This is about to get painfully relatable. You know that feeling when you fold your laundry at home and feel accomplished? Now imagine doing that nonstop for 8 hours while customers destroy your work in real time. Sounds fun, right? Let's jump into why this seemingly simple task is actually retail purgatory. The first reason folding clothes is absolute torture is the never-ending cycle of futility. You spend 45 minutes perfectly arranging a table of jeans, meticulously lining up every fold to match the display picture. Then a customer walks by, picks up a pair, unfolds it completely, and puts it back in a crumpled heap before walking away. And guess what? Your manager just noticed and is heading your way. Now, I know some of you are thinking, it's just folding, how hard can it be? Well, that brings us to our second point. The physical toll is shockingly real. Retail folding requires perfect precision while standing in one spot for hours. Your lower back screams, your shoulders ache, and your fingers develop mysterious cramps from pinching fabric all day. According to retail workers, the finger claw after a long folding shift is a universally recognized phenomenon. But here's what nobody tells you about folding clothes. It's actually a psychological experiment in futility. Remember that table you just fixed? It needs to be done again, and again, and again. Studies showed that repetitive tasks with no visible lasting accomplishment are particularly damaging to motivation. It's like retail's version of the Greek myth of Sisyphus, pushing the boulder up the hill just to watch it roll back down. Think back to the last time you abandoned a task because it felt pointless. Now, multiply that feeling by 8 hours, 5 days a week. Perhaps the most infuriating aspect is what I call the impossible standards paradox. The display photos showing how items should be folded were created in a photo studio with perfect lighting, pins holding everything in place, and often items that are a different size than what's actually in the store. Yet you're expected to replicate this perfection with real-world clothes that have been tried on 15 times today. Have you ever noticed how impossibly neat store displays look when you first walk in? That's because someone likely stayed hours after closing fixing everything to that standard. The fifth torture element is what retail workers call the folding time warp. Nothing makes time move slower than folding clothes. A 5-minute break feels like seconds, but 30 minutes of folding can feel like 3 hours. One retail worker I spoke with said she counted 2,047 folds in a single 8-hour shift. That's one fold every 10.9 seconds for an entire workday. And if you're watching this thinking, I always refold clothes after I look at them, first, thank you, you're appreciated. But also know you're in the minority. For every considerate shopper, there are dozens who seem to think retail stores have magical elves that clean up after closing. So next time you see a retail worker meticulously folding clothes with that distant look in their eyes, maybe offer a word of encouragement, or better yet, don't mess up that stack they just fixed. Your small act of kindness might be the only thing that gets them through those last 2 hours of their shift. What was your worst retail experience? Drop a comment below, and if you've worked retail, share your folding horror stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos that make your job seem better by comparison.